our weather alert and the conditions.
Yeah, that's right, Tracy. We're going to be continuing to see what is a air quality alert in effect for not only today, but we might see this even linger into the midweek for us. And that's all thanks to the wildfires up in Canada, the smoke that's being carried from the jet stream into the high levels of the atmosphere. Then also very dry still. So the dry trend continues, abnormally dry weather. And also it's not looking like we're going to be seeing the smoke clear out today or even really tomorrow as a whole. And we're not going to be seeing any promising rain until later over the weekend, which it looks like it will be on the way, but it's certainly not going to be probably enough to replenish all of the ground out there, as we are looking at some pretty dry conditions and of course a lot of haze into the sky associated with the wildfire smoke. And again, a lot of this wasn't much of an issue to start this week because it was very high up into the atmosphere, but over the past 24 hours we've seen some of it mix a little bit further closer to the surface, where then it has deemed unsafe for a lot of people out there. So something definitely want to take seriously. Make sure you're limiting your time outside. Definitely don't want to be firing up the lawnmower this afternoon or spending, prolonged activity outside, strenuous activity especially. And for the most part, the weather's pretty nice too when we're looking at, mix of sun and clouds, temperatures hanging out into the 50s across much of the area, even into the 40s in spots. But at 60 degrees up in Mansfield, one of the warmer spots, you've been dealing with the cloud coverage a little bit earlier than most, where a lot of places temperatures are probably going to hang out into the upper 40s and low 50s for the next hour or so before we start that slow climb into the upper 70s and low 80s later this afternoon. So a little bit warmer, still looking at a mix of sun and clouds for us as we head into the afternoon. A very small chance where we could see a pop-up shower or storm heading into this evening, but for the most part, most of us will be staying dry, really hit or miss, and then clouds will be lingering heading into the early part of the night. Temperatures will then slowly fall back down into the 50s. And again, these dry conditions, looking at the latest drought monitor, we're going to see another measurement of this taken today. It won't be released until Thursday, but it should tell us that this abnormally dry conditions has turned a little bit more widespread and maybe has worsened in some areas than not. But most of us will continue to see that be the case as we head into the weekend, where we could be very well looking at 21 days where we've had zero measurable precipitation, which again, 3 weeks, it's a very long time, probably close to the top 10 as far as longest dry streaks that we've had in quite some time. So looking at your 7-day forecast, temperatures will be cooler, which will be great. Still, again, potential for some haze out there as we head into your Wednesday, and then cooler for the rest of the week. Hopefully we can get some pleasant afternoons going into Thursday and Friday, and then warm it back up for your Saturday with more rain, hopefully widespread rain going into Sunday, and then starting to heat things back up heading into next week. And as you leave the house today, tune in to 94.7 FM, Sunny 95 for the most up-to-date Doppler 10 weather updates. And now we want to send things back